Hey guys, it's Amber, and today I'm going to show you how to apply just a Gleamer. And this set literally is a Prism FX set. It's $15 US on my website, which you can find down below. And let's get into this Prism FX set. So I've already did the pull open tab here, so I'm just going to pull this part open, where you'll find all your instructions. You'll find what is in the product. You'll find who it's made by, and you'll find some tips and tricks for it. So in this, you'll get a Colored Street prep pad. You'll get a gorgeous new nail file, and then your 16 double-ended strips. So I just want to preface this with, I do a few tips before I do my manicure with Colored Street. First off, I'll wash my hands with Dawn dish soap, and then I push back my cuticles. So here we go. We're going to take this easy to pull tab that you can find like right there. We're just going to rip that bad boy open. Then we're going to pull out these double-ended strips. And so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing, I do have my table showing, but I'm going to pull that back just a bit. Okay, so now you can see the table. You can see my lovely outlet right there. So I have these 16 double-ended strips, but I'm going to actually take this and figure out which ones go on which nails. So like this second one goes on my thumb. So I know to pull the second one off of each. I know the second one from the bottom, this small set here, is my pinky. Then the middle ones are where it's a little trickier for me because they all fit my nails a little bit differently than the next. So like I said, they all fit my nails a little bit differently like the rest. So I just try to find what's going to match the closest for where I'm doing these sets at. Okay. So then you've got your little nail strip right there. There is a purple area that you're going to lift up. It's like a little plastic bit. I'm going to peel that off. It should look something like that. And then you got your silver tab that you'll peel up, pull off. This part is sticky. This part that I'm showing you here is sticky. That is where it's still liquid because these are 95% dry. So I can touch that as many times as I want. It's not going to stick yet. I'm going to apply it right above my cuticle there. Nope, fix my ring because it keeps going wonky. And then I'm just going to press down with my thumb. And I'm just going to make sure all those bubbles get out. And then I'm going to take my thumbnail actually, and I'm going to go right underneath my nail. Now don't stress if it's a little wonky your first time. If this is your first time using the product, they all end up a little wonky. Practice makes perfect. It's just like riding a bike. But we're going to take that plastic bit off again. that silver tab. And then I'm going to show you a trick. This is what I do when I start shaking really bad. I take this and I put it right back on that glossy side. It gives me a little bit more stability when applying the strip. And then just to see if you can make sure you guys can see this. See how that's not quite on my near my cuticle yet? I can peel up and go back as many times as I need to. So, boom. Make sure your silver piece doesn't come off like mine did. And press down. Making sure to get all those air bubbles out. If you get it directly on the skin, you can take, after 30 minutes of applying, you can take a little bit of nail polish remover on a cotton ball and get that out of there. All right, so there are my pinkies. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit so that way I can get the rest of my nails done, and I will share with you some tips and tricks. All right, guys, so I just did my 4 fingers and I'm about to do my thumbs. So there is part of my manicure, and now we're gonna get onto the thumbs, which I have a trick for. I haven't really seen many people do this, but I suggest it every time I do my nails, only because I don't like using a file on them that often. So we're just gonna peel that off. And try not to use your other nails. You don't want to mess up what you just did, because they are still curing currently. They'll be curing for about 30 minutes. All right. So on your first thumb, you can go ahead and use your other thumbnail to kind of like perforate and pull away. You don't have to use a nail file, like I said before. You don't have to use a nail file on any of your nails. You don't have to trim them down with a file. They recommend you do, but your thumbnails are good enough. Nail clippers, if you take the little scraper that's on it and just gently perforate that way, that works too. So on your last thumb though, when you pull this up and you put it on, all right, you're gonna press down like usual, okay? And then you're gonna have all this excess. So what I do is I take the curved end of my file and I just go slightly above enough to perforate it. And where it's underneath my thumbnail, and I just pull away. That is how I do my last thumb. I've been doing it this way for the almost 3 years I've been with Color Street. My 3rd anniversary is in July. So that is how you apply Color Street to your nails. If you like this set just as much as I do, it's a beautiful Prism FX set. You can pick it up in my link below. And you guys have a beautiful, colorful day. Bye.